Hello, students. Today, we're going to be starting a new lab called Making Poo. With Making Poo, what you're going to have to be doing is working in groups of 2 or 3, and it's going to be a couple different parts. You're going to start with part 1 today, and with part 1, you are going to be talking with your group members. So Brock and Tyson are going to be talking together to figure out what should we put in a 100-gram ration for a chicken. Well, you get to use whatever these things are down here that are out in the lab and place them into a quart bag labeled for your group. So for instance, let's just take Catherine, Andrea, and Hannah. You are Group F. There is out in the lab, there is a bag that says Group F on it. You get to come over to here and choose, well, I think I'm going to use some fish meal with my chicken ration. I'm going to use some ground corn. I'm going to use some fat. And I'm going to put some minerals in it. You can do it that way, or you can be like Walker, Damien, and Marisol in Group D, which also has a bag, and they can say, I'm going to use what the internet tells me. So they're going to look up a ration and try to find what a chicken typically eats and utilize that to make it. Either one is fine. You can wing it, you can research it, you can do whatever you want on there, but you're going to utilize these different components to make a ration. Your sidetrack, though, is that if you use fish meal, I want you to weigh out 10 grams of fish meal. And then you're going to need, if you use fish meal, and let's say you use ground corn, or no, let's mix it up, you're going to use Milo, and you use 90 grams of Milo, then you need to identify that you use 90 grams of Milo and 10 grams of fish meal. So the question that we have there is, well, what do we do with how much food do we put in? Well, you put in to the bag how much of each one you want. Out in the lab, there are the different feed samples that are listed below, and then you will just place them in the bag for Wednesday. So to recap, you guys are doing part 1 of Making Poo. You get to choose from any of these sources, A through E, in your groups listed above here. A through E, take each one, or take one of them, take however many you want, add them together to make a ration for a chicken. Please record how much of each one you entered into your bag.